Betrayed by my sister and fiance on my wedding day. Months later, he called me crying, but I was the one who got the last word. I'd been planning my wedding for 18 months. Every single detail was perfect. The flowers, the cake, the photographer I'd booked a year in advance. My sister Veronica was my maid of honor. We'd picked out her dress together, spent hours planning the bachelorette party, stayed up late addressing invitations. My fiance Derek was my high school sweetheart. We'd been together for 6 years. Everyone said we were the couple that made them believe in love. The morning of the wedding, I was getting my hair done when my phone buzzed. Text from the venue coordinator. Your fiance and sister just picked up both your honeymoon tickets from the office. Said you approved the change to collect them early? My stomach dropped. I didn't approve anything. I called Derek immediately, straight to voicemail. I called Veronica. The phone rang twice. Then I heard the automated message. I'd been blocked. My hands started shaking. My bridesmaids were asking what was wrong, but I couldn't speak. I just grabbed my keys, still in my robe and curlers, and drove to the venue. When I got there, the parking lot was empty. Just a few vendor trucks. No decorations being set up, no bustling coordinators, nothing. I ran inside and found the coordinator looking confused and worried. She pulled up the security footage on her tablet. There they were. Derek and Veronica at 6 a.m. that morning, loading suitcases into his car, laughing like they didn't have a care in the world. Then the footage showed them kissing in the parking lot before driving away. I watched that clip 3 times, unable to process what I was seeing. The coordinator kept apologizing, saying she thought it was strange, but they'd both insisted everything was fine. I told her to cancel everything. The venue, the catering, all of it. Then I sat in my car in that empty parking lot for what felt like hours, but was probably only 10 minutes. That's when I remembered something important. Derek had opened a joint business account in both our names 6 months ago. It was supposed to be for wedding expenses, a shared fund so we could both contribute and manage costs together. But Derek had also been using it as the main account for his food truck franchise. He told me it was easier to keep everything in one place, that we'd separate it after the wedding. Supplier payments, employee payroll, equipment leases, everything ran through that account. I was still a legal signer. I pulled up the banking app on my phone. The balance showed $47,000. I stared at that number for a long moment. Then I transferred every single dollar to a new account I opened right there in the parking lot. It took less than 5 minutes. His entire business operation frozen, just like that. Then I canceled the honeymoon reservation and got the full refund deposited into my new account. Another $8,000. I blocked everyone's numbers, my parents, my friends, everyone except my best friend Rachel. I texted her, "Can I come to your lake house?" She replied in seconds. "Doors unlocked. Stay as long as you need." I spent 2 weeks there. No phone calls, no social media, no contact with anyone except Rachel, who brought groceries and wine and never once asked me to explain. She just let me exist. I slept, I cried, I stared at the water, and slowly I started feeling like a human being again. When I finally came back to the city and turned my phone back on, I had 89 messages. Most were from family asking what happened. A few were from confused wedding guests, but there were at least 30 from Derek. They started angry. "What did you do? Where's the money?" Then they turned desperate. "Please answer. We need to talk." By the end, they were just begging. I didn't respond to any of them, not for another week. I let him sit with it. Let him feel what it was like when your whole world disappears without explanation. Then one Tuesday night, my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't pick up, but something told me to answer. It was Derek. His voice was wrecked, barely recognizable. "Please," he said. "Please just talk to me. The business is collapsing. Suppliers are demanding payment. I had to let go of all my employees. Veronica left me the second the money dried up. She's back with her ex. I have nothing left. I'm losing everything." I let him talk for 5 full minutes. Let him spill everything, every excuse, every justification, every desperate plea. When he finally stopped to catch his breath, I said calmly, "You had everything, Derek." Then I hung up and blocked the number.